Today, we're going over the full list of places you cannot legally conceal carry here in the state of New Jersey. First off, a disclaimer, I am not an attorney, I'm not an FFL, I'm just a regular citizen here in New Jersey who loves to conceal carry. Unfortunately, it's very much restricted, and I'm just going to be reading the law as it stands currently. This is going to be a plain English summary of PL 2022 C131 N.J.S.A 2C58 4.6. So if you want to read more about that, it's going to be linked in the description as well, so you can see all of these terms for yourself. Again, this is the current law and is actually being challenged in the courts. So this could potentially change, and if it does, I do plan on doing a video here on the channel first thing. So if you want to get notified about law changes, definitely subscribe down below. Finally, let's jump into the list. These are all the places you cannot legally carry a firearm here in New Jersey, even if you have your concealed carry license. Administrative properties which are leased, rented, or owned in New Jersey by the government. This includes police stations and fire stations as well. Courthouses, courtrooms, or any place which is used for judicial proceedings, as well as court administration. Correctional facilities, jails, juvenile detention centers, as well as any other detention center-esque places. State contracted halfway houses. Locations used as polling places, as well as those used to store and count ballots during an election. Permitted public gatherings and demonstrations, and for those events, you have to be more than 100 feet away when those are happening. Schools, colleges, universities, and school buses. Childcare and daycare centers, as well as preschools, nursery schools, and summer camps. Zoos, and this includes public zoos, as well as those which are privately owned, as long as they are open to the public animal displays. Parks, beaches, and playgrounds, as well as other recreational areas which are controlled by the government. That would be the county, municipality, or state-run facilities. Concerning boardwalks specifically for the beach, you do have to check local ordinances to see if that actually is controlled by your municipality. It could be that the boardwalk is a place you could carry, but do that on your own risk, and please do your own research. Youth sporting events, and this includes during, immediately before, and after the event, unless it is a competitive shooting event for the use. That's the one exception to the rule. Publicly owned or leased libraries or museums. Shelters for the homeless, additionally community residences for people with development disabilities, and similarly licensed care residences. Healthcare facilities. This includes hospitals, clinics, nursing home, addiction and mental health treatment centers, and pharmacy areas inside of a store. Bars, restaurants, or any on-premises area where alcohol is sold for consumption. Casinos, as well as the property located on a casino. That can include the hotel, retail, restaurants, entertainment venues, as long as they are on casino grounds. Entertainment venues, and this includes movie theaters, stadiums, arenas, racetracks, concert venues, as well as any other similar public event venues. Cannabis retailers and licensed cannabis consumption areas. Energy facilities, and this includes any place that produces, converts, stores, or transfers energy. Airports and public transportation hubs. It is noted that for the airport, while you cannot carry in the terminals, if you are picking somebody up, that would be legally allowed to. Do check your local laws on this, please. Of course, there's any place that already federally you cannot carry a firearm. Do check those to your own due diligence. Most of those are already well known. Finally, private property which is not open to the public. This includes residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, institutional, or undeveloped property, unless you specifically have the owner's consent and a signage allowing for carry on the property. I do want to note, while of course this is very, very discouraging for carry in the state, I do encourage everyone to still carry in the places that you legally can, especially if you're, let's say, just walking to work or something like that, going on a walk around your neighborhood and sticking to public property. You should have absolutely no issues with that, as long as it is not on this list, of course, that I've read over. If you are going to a property where you cannot legally carry your firearm, what you can do is legally leave your firearm in your vehicle. As long as it is in a parking lot, you can actually leave that firearm in. It is not a school parking lot. So in which case, there's a process. You can simply go ahead, take your firearm off, unload it, put it into a locked case, which is out of sight, and you should not have issues in those circumstances. If you'd like a video specifically on how to do this without people seeing, or just in general to be safe doing this process, let me know down below in the comments and I'll be happy to film something like that. I do want to stress you cannot use the parking lot method, and you cannot leave your firearm in your vehicle if you are going to be leaving that on a school parking lot. A final reminder that this list is for the current law, and this could change at any given time in the courts. Right now, this is actually already being challenged. So if there are any updates, I will hopefully make a video on it. Again, subscribe for that. If this information helped you out whatsoever, or you're going to send this list to your friends so they understand where and where they can't carry, definitely do give this video a like. It really is appreciated. That way also more people can see it in case they're already not aware of these places, and they definitely should be if you plan on concealed carrying or if you already are. And also, I plan on making videos of how to get your concealed carry license in the state. Yes, I do still think it is worth it even with all of these restrictions. So hopefully you'll subscribe for that, and I hope to see you in an upcoming video.